Oh, now you know I don't really want to do this, but I'm going to. Ah. Oh man. Where do I start in this video? Now I know some of y'all are wondering, hey coach, why are you doing this? Israel's a brother. Well, the reason why I go hard in the paint with Israel Adesanya, I go hard because he decided to stand with Hulk Hogan. He decided to stand with him. And when he decided to stand with Hulk Hogan, he immediately lost my support. And you guys all know that Hulk Hogan did the racial rant, the racial epitaph, and, he was asking for forgiveness, but he didn't ask for forgiveness before the stuff came out. He asked for forgiveness after he got caught. After he got caught and people found out about his racist rant, then he asked for forgiveness. So it's disingenuous. Now, here's the thing, man. If Hulk Hogan would have come out and said, if nobody even known about this stuff, if he just would have came out and said, you know what, I feel bad about it. No, would I ride with Hulk Hogan? I wouldn't. But you know what? I would have a little bit more respect. Okay? I would have a little bit more respect, and I would respect anybody that respected him. But see, this, Israel Adesanya, and I'm going to tell you where it comes from. So after, Hulk Hogan's racial, epitaph that he just had, a complete racial epitaph, he was doing it on like several of his shows. Israel Adesanya takes to, Instagram and takes to, a press conference and goes, I don't care what anybody says, Hulk Hogan, that's my N-word. As soon as he said that, I was done with Israel Adesanya, and I was supporting him heavy. I was supporting him very, very heavy. But as soon as he said that, I was pretty much done, because it's like, I don't know, man. It's like black people in general, when it comes to sports, and we just disrespected, man. We completely disrespected in this world, and it don't have to be. Like, I don't have to come on my channel and use racial slur. I ain't got to do all that. I don't have to. I can get my point across without calling somebody out their race. I don't even care to get mad. I don't have the notion to just want to go do it. It's just not something that's in me. I don't really care to. However, Hulk Hogan, he used to like to call black people out of their name. And so I cannot, in good conscience, support Israel Adesanya. I just can't do it. That's just how that is. I can't do it. And with me, you only got one time with me. You only got once. And once you show me that you are racist, I can't deal with you. Okay? Once you show that to me, that's it. It ain't no coming back. Okay? It ain't no you coming back. It ain't no you made a mistake. It ain't, you can't. Once you already showed me that, I'm done. That's it. I don't want to hear no, oh man, And you know what? I'm not saying people don't say stuff in their house, and I'm not saying people don't say it. People probably do. But they smart enough to not say it out in the open. They're smart enough not to. You have comedians that do racial jokes. I don't really care much. I don't really get upset about that, because comedians, they crack on everybody. They crack on everybody. But see, Hulk Hogan, yeah, he's a comedian. He's a comedian. But he wasn't using it in a comedic stance. He was ridiculing black people. He wasn't using it in a comedy skit. He was you remember he said, one of his guests, he kept saying, say N-word. And so the guest said it, and then Hulk Hogan just cracked up laughing. Now, I don't want to digress. I don't want to digress in this video. But I cannot, in good conscience, support Israel Adesanya. He got choked out. He got choked out. And I'm going to tell you, it's not the end of it for Israel Adesanya. I think he's going to catch more beatdowns. And more beatdowns and more beatdowns. I think it's coming. I think the end of the Israel Adesanya era is coming up. And I'm glad. It need to be somebody else, man, to step up in there and take this place. I'm tired of all these guys, man. Like, and they just feel like they got to get up there. And it's almost like they got to get up there and they got to sell us out every chance they get. Man, Israel Adesanya is a good fighter, man. He's a great fighter. Good fighter. He can just stand on morals, man. But, I guess that's what people say, man. We can't ever stick together. We cannot. It just don't happen like that. And, and I sat back and I said, Izzy talked all this junk too. He talked all this junk to Plessis, and Plessis got in this man's head. Y'all want to hear about the fight? Plessis got in this man's head, man. Got in his head. And pretty much, man, broke Israel Adesanya will. Broke him. Broke this man. Broke Izzy. And Izzy, he ain't really been looking that great lately anyway. I mean, yeah, he beat Alex. But honestly, he ain't looked too great in that fight. He just caught Alex, and Alex went out. But you can tell I'm not a fan of Israel Adesanya, okay? I'm not a fan of him, and not too much Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman isn't as bad as Israel Adesanya. Israel Adesanya just take everything. He took that whole Rogan thing to a whole nother level. Took it to a whole nother level. That's why I'm getting on here. And y'all know on this channel, when you see Israel Adesanya in the screen, you know for a fact that there was gonna be a clown. I was gonna clown him. Y'all knew this. You knew this. So, you get mad, click, man, coach, what are you doing? You already knew. If you follow this channel, you already knew. And if you don't follow this channel, now you know. I don't rock with Israel Adesanya. I don't rock with him, won't never rock with him. The only way Israel Adesanya can come back and I support him again is if he point blank just denounce Hulk Hogan and say, hey, man, what you did was wrong. What you did was wrong. Well, just you got to denounce that. But see, you can't do that. Nah, man, I ain't supporting this guy. He don't need my support. He don't need my support, and he don't need your support. I mean, crazy the amount of garbage this man talks, and then to go out here and get himself stopped. And don't get me wrong, Israel Adesanya, he's a hell of a fighter. Okay, the man's a good fighter. He's a damn good fighter. And I'll never take that away from him. I don't care how angry and how disappointed I am in him. He's a good fighter. And you got to understand, too, this man went all the way. He won the belt, man, with, his jiu-jitsu. I think he's a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. But it's not something that he does. It's not something that he's looking for in a fight. Israel Adesanya isn't looking to wrestle you. This man he won the belt, y'all. Literally with no wrestling. No grappling. This man, that's a special fighter. But see, it's his antics. Israel Adesanya got a lot of antics, and the man is overly distracted. And you guys know how I feel about fighters that are distracted. Well, after they get distracted, this is what happens.